All right, funny timing. I just got a text from my dad asking for his truck back. Oh, look at my dog. He's like, we taking this truck? This truck. All right, it's gonna run. The reason that that's funny timing is Emily and I were just talking about being ready for change and making some pretty crazy decisions to live more simply so that we can live with each other a lot more and with our dog. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go for a run and then I'm gonna start making some calls. Just some crazy people I know. Now, let's see if we can get Fletcher to go. Fletcher, this way. Over here. Over here. Yes. Over here. Yes. No, over here. Yes. Ready? Over here. Here. Over here. Good boy. Okay, go. Jeez, for got the rock pit. Lots of people shooting this winter. Looks like some wheeling. I'm just kidding. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, ugh. That drop right at the end, we'd probably bottom out. Want to ride? I wanted to be of the old era. I wanted to have the American dream, the white picket fence, the 1950s super family, 60s, whatever. The nuclear family. Stay-at-home mom, raising some healthy kids, got enough money for some toys. And I mean toys, like dirt bikes or projects. Like, yeah, I say projects because I'm a redneck and that's all I can afford. But four-wheelers, good example. I think I just missed it. With my soul and my desires, I'm not willing to put in the amount of time it takes away from the things that I also love that I want to enjoy. Like that, the four-wheeler is in addition to. It's not instead of. And when you start working and spending money like that, it becomes instead of. You're working to pay for the four-wheeler instead of having, what's a four-wheeler? A couple thousand? How many hours is that? How many literal hours is that away from home? It's just a week, 2 weeks. But these things, they add up and they end up consuming our time. And we're also in this cycle where we're being driven to it. We're being told to work more. And so when we do finally get a second, what else am I gonna do? I don't have a connection with anything else. I'll just buy something. So we make that dead contract with that dead inanimate object, and now it's going to sit in our closet staring at us for the rest of our lives, or whatever. I've got so much stuff. I've been selling a lot of stuff. I don't miss it. I don't miss any of it. Really nice chainsaw. I missed it like once. Like, damn, it would be really cool to have that. But I've also been having a lot of fun tuning up the other chainsaw that I have, and I just, like a goofball, picked up a couple more that were a really good deal, and I've been having fun tinkering with those. This road is... Oh, whoa, whoa. Let's run the boy again. You wanna run? Huh? You wanna run? I bet he does. Oh yeah. Just a nice trot. So, that stuff's not for me anymore. Okay. Still want a good life. I still want a full, fulfilled life. Not running from work, but also not living for work. That balance, I think that's like the idea of the van life. It's the idea of I'm going to escape and I'm going to live my life. And I've been having this idea of, before I wanted a piece of cake, like you can have your cake and eat it too, or you can't have your cake and eat it too. Everyone's trying to get as big of a piece of cake as they can and then kind of tuck away and eat it. I want to retire earlier. I want to, we're all waiting to eat the cake. We're all waiting to go live our lives. We're not taking the time off this year. It'll be maybe next year. Tons of reasons for that. But I have decided that I want a lot less cake and I want to eat it now. And you know what? I just want a different flavor of cake. I'm gonna eat way more, but it's gonna be, it's like, yeah, I guess like there's some meat in there kind of thing. It's a meat cake. No, that's what my baby's looking like though. He's looking like a little beef cake. Got like rolls on his rolls, that thing. It's so cute. So much fun. And that's, I think one of the big reasons is Emily just kind of hit this point of, what are we doing here? Like, it's so hard to live non-toxic where you can keep your health, especially around the freaking holidays. Like, it's almost impossible. So she's kind of ready to step away, and I love that, because I was just falling backwards a little bit, and I think having this to work towards is very nice for me. There's an idea of freedom ahead of me, an idea of the powers of chance be not in my own hands for long enough. Release Calypso! And we're gonna fucking release Calypso, and it's like, how does it go? By the sweat of my brow and strength of my back. I'm gonna lose a lot of convenience. We are going to lose a lot of convenience. But there's an opportunity to gain something. So much beauty. We're going to beautiful places, and this world is beautiful to the places that haven't been fucking westernized with our disgusting buildings. I think we used to be the Western people before we were colonized by I think we had great inventions. Seems like hot air balloons were a big thing, and then Led Zeppelin, like, it's such a big thing. Anyway, it's a really safe way to travel is what it sounds like. And then for some reason they filled one with hydrogen because it's light, and then they lit it on fire, and they were like, oh my god, it's not safe. And like that was like the last one. And then they started taking down all the sky towers, then the train, again, don't get me going. I think there's a whole old world that has been hidden from us. And it doesn't really matter. The only part that really matters for me is the curiosity in my own heart. The me wanting to know who I am. The me wanting to know what is in my DNA. What have my ancestors built? I've seen beautiful buildings. Did they help with those? So much prettier than what we had today. And that's really what I was saying about before we were colonized. They've removed all the bells from the bell towers. Those were beautiful harmonics. But we used to put magic in things. Mystique, mystery, craftsmanship. Not anymore. Nothing gets that love anymore. And it's they're putting the they thems in the grocery stores, and they're dead, and like they don't even hardly talk to you. They make grunt noises because they're barely holding it together, and I feel bad for them as well. And we're all being tricked. We're all in this massive trick, and it's a matrix, and my wife and I are crazy because we think this. What I am telling you right now, I believe it. I believe that it is a deliberate, yes, there's a lot of ignorance, so much ignorance, but really at the highest level, it is a coordinated attack. Somebody is coordinating it and everyone else is ignorant. So, part of my vow is to not live my life in ignorance, to live in the painful truth. And I think Emily's accepting that too. She was getting very upset with all the things she had kind of been ignorant of and how they were affecting the baby. That he might not be healthy forever because of X, Y, or Z, the food or the medicine or the atmospheric aerosol spraying or electromagnetic frequencies. There's all this. You can't fight any of it. I mean, you can. You should, actually. It is something that people can make changes on. I'm sorry I'm not better at making a change. I've never wanted to pick up that fight. I can't say that. I can't say it's the one that's been on my heart, though. Oh, that's not true either. I love the fight. I want to fight. I think the thing is I despise it at the same time, and I can't stomach it. I can't stomach having to play the game long enough to fight. Like, you kind of have to play the game. You have to get into certain positions. You have to be willing to deal with certain things. And at this point, I've basically just said, I'm not fucking paying taxes anymore. I'm not trading my time like I was. Whole mixed thing that I'm going through with that. But as I'm reclaiming myself, things are being taken away. And I just have to smile and say thank you while you were here. Thank you, bidet or toilet paper, or whatever I might be losing in the future, whatever I'm going to be going without. And really, it's more like ice cream and electronics and super comfortable house. Like, that's why we love our house. It's comfortable. Fucking couch days, dude. Like, that shit's chill. It's so nice to be able to just chill all day. And it's a luxury. But I don't want to live my whole life in luxury. My ideal, and I think like anyone's, isn't to be on the couch the whole time. I want to be energized by my life. I don't want to be sick from my food. I feel like those two things keep me down. And that's generally why I end up on the couch, writhing, like, oh, what's wrong with me? No, and I don't even know who I want to be yet. But I know I can find it. I know that it's a journey. that I am literally here to experience probably only it. Only that. And that's the same for my son and my wife, and we're going to do it together, and we're going to make it as harmonious as possible. Truly. Even if we have nothing, going backwards to having so much less. My house it's hard to look at. I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. Just picking up this garbage off the roads and from my house, and it's not the world that I want to live in or create. And I feel like if I stay, I'm going to be stuck in both. I'm going to say fuck it because I can't do anything, and I kind of already have. I've stopped trying to talk to other people about it, as far as like, I was really looking for like a brotherhood with somebody that would lock hands with me, a good handshake, and say, all right, like, let's grind something out. Let's grind out a good existence. Because doing it by yourself is fucking hard. And if you find a brother that will grind it out with you, it's viable. It's fucking viable, and it's the best way to go. But you gotta base everything in truth, both of you. Truth up front. We discredit how well people will handle the truth. That's weird to say, because that could mean so many things. But it deepens relationships. Relationships have to have it. And if that person can't handle that truth, there's no point in dragging it on. Timing helps. Connection helps the most. Genuine. That's how you make a dog like this. It's over here panting. Make a dog. That's how you allow a dog to be like this. Yeah. Do you want to go somewhere tropical and warm? He says, I kind of like the snow, actually. I should get a snowmobile. That would be... I'll be able to run them in the winter. I've never ridden one. I feel like I have to at least once before I up and vanish into thin air. And what? You'd love it. I've got the perfect... I've got it lined up in my mind. Let's go for a drive, huh?